Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself. My name is Yeti Afrita Sari. I'm from class 6A. Today I'm going to explain about the chapter 5. It is about national language and language planning.
My presentation is divided into four material. The first is national and official languages. The second is official status and minority languages. The third is what price a national language. And the last is planning for a national official language, form, function, and attitudes.
First material, it is about national and official language.
This is the example of national and official languages in Paraguay, in Tanzania, and Kenya. In Paraguay, their national language is Guarani and their official language is Spanish. And in Tanzania and Kenya, in their national language is Swahili and their official language is English. Unique declassic case in Paraguay, 19% of the population speaks Guarani, 60% speaks Spanish. Spanish is their official language, and Guarani is symbolized tradition and culture.
Second material, it is about official status and minority language.
Official status and minority languages, because of its colonial history as well as its value as a world language and international lingua franca, English is an official language in many countries throughout the world, such as Pakistan, Fiji, Vanuatu, Jamaica, and the Bahamas, as well as those listed above. In the New Zealand, although English is in fact the official language which has been legally declared an official language. For example, Russian-speaking workers in Estonia of the Gulf of Finland struck for 4 days last week against language and election law, saying they discriminate against them. Many minorities would like to get official status for their languages, but the cost in terms of providing service and information in all official language are considerable, and most governments count them carefully.
Third, what price a national language?
Prize a national language. Many countries have regarded the development of single national language as a way of symbolizing the unity of a nation. The symbolic value of a national language as a unifying rallying point in the fight for independence was quickly appreciated in countries such as Tanzania. In other multilingual countries such as China, the Philippines, and Indonesia, where there are large populations speaking hundreds of different vernacular and national language. In multilingual countries, the significance of political power in the choice of a national language is particularly clear.
4. Planning for a national official language, form, function, and attitude.
What is involved in developing a code of variety, whether dialect or language, so that it is suitable for official use? There are generally four in related steps. First, selection, second, codification, third, elaboration, and fourth, securing in acceptance. Tanzania selecting a code. Tanzania faced the dilemma of which language to choose as its official national language. Finally, their first president chose Swahili, and Swahili was already the medium of primary education, and so all Tanzanians learned the language at school. Swahili codifying and elaborating you can see on my PowerPoint. The role of Swahili in unifying the people of Tanzania to work for independence guaranteed its prestige and positive attitude. People have often seen the success of Swahili as the national language in Tanzania. Tanzanians developed a strong loyalty toward the language which united them in working toward freedom. The linguist's role in planning. First, developing vocabulary. In advising others on usage, they are often faced with the dilemma of which of these options to recommend. First, a word borrowed from English. Second, an equivalent in the same language which might be well known or with a slightly different meaning that can be adapted. Third, a newly created word from the same language. Acceptance. The Maori Language Commission can recommend that certain linguistic forms be adapted by the media and used in school. For example, Maori language supporters celebrate the launch of the first Maori television station in March 2004. Acquisition planning. Having considered the linguist's role at the micro level of codification, it is useful finally to return the macro level of language planning activities. Like the first, who should be the target of the language promotion effort? Second, the most effective language teaching methods in particular context. Third, what materials should be used? And fourth, how the program should be evaluated.
I think my explanation is enough. Thank you for your kind attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. See you, bye-bye.